What's up guys, it's Otax here, and today I'm making a video talking about mains in Shadowlands. Now obviously pre-patch is on at the moment with Shadowlands right around the corner, so the best time to start picking your main is around nowish. You've got plenty of time to get it leveled up to max level, get it all set up ready, so you're ready to go straight into Shadowlands when it releases. And this is the decision I'm trying to make at the moment. Which class should I main in Shadowlands? Previously, I have mained Rogue and Warrior. They're my two kind of mains throughout World of Warcraft. However, I am a bit of an altaholic and end up playing a bit of everything, to be honest. But with Shadowlands coming out, I thought now would be a good chance to try and pick a single class with maybe a secondary and focus on just them, so I can end up pushing some of the higher rated content that I don't normally get to because I'm too much of a casual. So yeah, Rogue and War is what I've used to played. However, I'm kind of looking at the other classes now to make a decision. So if you guys have any kind of comments to make about the class that you're deciding to main, or if you have any reviews about your class that I should know about before I make a wrong decision, feel free to leave a comment telling me. I do love hearing about your experiences with different classes. But let's get into it. So like I said, the first class I was considering is a rogue, and up until the other week that was what was going to be my main. However, recently I kind of took a step back and thought about it and realised the one specialisation I love playing with rogue is subtlety, and as we all know, subtlety rogue at the moment is really strong. At least it is in PvP. I'm not sure about PvE. Subtlety is the one I've always played. I played it all throughout BFA, and it's something I really enjoy playing. However, the other two specs aren't really on my level of fun. Outlaw can be kind of fun, but it's a bit janky, I think. And Assassination I get quite bored with. So if Subtlety does get to the point where it's unplayable and I need to switch specs, I might not end up enjoying my class. So I'm unsure whether that should be my main or maybe I should secondary that one. I guess we'll see. Next on my radar was a Death Knight. Now, Death Knight is a class I have never ever mained. I leveled one up in Legion, but other than that I've never really played one. They never really interested me, but recently I was leveling, I unlocked the Zandalari Troll as a allied race, and I was leveling a Death Knight, and I'm actually having quite a lot of fun with it. I'm playing Unholy at the moment. I haven't really touched Frost or Blood, however, from how they look quite fun. But I've never mained it, so I'm a bit unsure whether it's a good choice or not, and I don't really know how they're performing at the moment. I saw that Frost was looking quite good. I think Unholy's doing quite good, but I saw that there was also some nerfs recently, so I'm not so sure. So if any of you have mained Death Knight before, or you are a Death Knight main, or looking to main Death Knight and you have some more information, feel free to let me know. Another class I'm looking at maining is the Warlock. It seems fun, but I'm not really sure how good they are at the moment. Warlock does seem to be one of those classes, however, that does tend to perform quite well, at least one of the specs. If you've got 3 different damage specs, you can more than likely suspect that one of them will be doing quite well. I know Demonology is one that tends to not do so good, but Affliction and Destruction tend to be quite good. So I quite like the whole aesthetic of the class as well. I think they look cool. I think the animations and whatnot are really cool, and that's also important when deciding to main a class. You got, it's not just about how much damage it does; it's how cool it looks and how much fun it is. And Warlock does seem like a fun class, so I'm not too sure. That might be another one that I might main or secondary. The next 3 are kind of ones that I'm more than likely going to secondary if I do anything. I'm not 100% sure I want to main these classes, but they do seem kind of fun, and I'm looking for more information about them, so if you have that, then feel free to drop it. So firstly, the Hunter. It's my first ever class was a Hunter. I used to play a Dwarf Hunter all throughout WoW since the beginning, and I used to play a Marksman because that's the one I had the most fun with. And to be honest, whenever I've played Hunter since, Marksman is the one that I have the most fun with still. Beastmaster I do get quite bored with, and Survival I just can't seem to get the hang of. Maybe that's because I need to put more time in the class, I don't know. But Marksman does seem quite fun, and looking at the numbers at the moment, Marksman seems very good. However, whenever that happens, I always get scared because I think if something looks too good, it's going to get nerfed in the future, and so I might be forced to then end up playing Beastmaster or Survival, which then makes me not enjoy the class. If anyone has any information about the Marksman Hunter or just the Hunter in general, feel free to leave it because it looks quite interesting. I think it's the Kyrian ability with it, which has the arrow that lets you shoot through walls. I think that looks really sick. So it looks quite a fun class. So maybe it's one I'll probably end up leveling regardless. I got to level up my OG guy anyway, so yeah. Next up, we've got the Priest. This is another one which I've never mained, I've hardly ever played. The only reason I'm leveling at the moment is because it's so quick to level, so I thought I might as well get one leveled. But I'm having quite a bit of fun with Shadow leveling it, and I've never tried healing, but healing does seem something that looks quite cool. And if it has 2 healing specs, one of them's got to be good at some point. So Priest is always one that I considered secondarying, because if I want to heal I can then switch to it. If I don't want to heal I can stick with Shadow or whatever my main is. But it's one I don't really know much or have much information on, so yeah. And lastly, the last class I was considering either maining or secondarying is the Monk. Now I very briefly played Monk for one patch in Legion. I had an Orc Monk and I really enjoyed Windwalker, and I did a little bit of tanking with Brewmaster. But having access to all 3 roles, DPS, healing and tanking, does interest me, because it means I can be quite flexible if I need to be. The healing spec looks really fun because of how versatile it is and how much you can like fly around and do different types of heals and whatnot. That seems really fun. The Brewmaster style, I will be honest, I didn't really enjoy when compared to like the more traditional tank like a Paladin or a Warrior. I couldn't really get my head wrapped around the stagger damage thingy. So I'm not sure if I would actually tank, if ever. And Windwalker, it's one of the classes that seems to do really well in PvP, but not very good at all in PvE. I'm more of a PvP player anyway, but it does seem like you're going to be forced to do some PvE in Shadowlands, so I kind of want to have a class that isn't completely underperforming compared to everyone else. So this is a kind of thing that, unless I've got my information wrong, feel free to let me know. But I'm not 100% sure that will be the class of choice for me. Obviously there's a bunch of classes I haven't mentioned, such as like the Warrior, the Shaman, the Demon Hunter. These aren't ones, once again, that I'm completely ignoring. If you guys have any information which is like, oh yeah, you're missing out, the Shaman is really, really fun, you should give Elemental a try, then, now's the time to do it. I will give it a try. Maybe I'll try them out on stream. So feel free to leave that information if you feel like I've missed something which is looking really fun, because that is the main kind of thing I want from my class in Shadowlands. Obviously I'd like it to perform well, but most of all I want to have fun. I want to be able to play it for the next kind of 2 years or so and get to the end of it and have like a fun character that I can look back and say, well, I had a really good time in Shadowlands with. So if you have maybe the key to my answer there, then feel free to let me know. But like I said, I'm really interested to hear what you guys are playing in Shadowlands, or what you're planning to play, or what you're playing now in the pre-patch. So feel free to let me know with any of that information. Like I've mentioned throughout the video, I do stream, so if you want to check that out, you can go in the link in the description and you can head over to the stream, hit it with a follow, and then you'll be notified when I go live. But yeah, thank you all for watching this video, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next one.